Alright, welcome back everybody. So I noticed that there's some background noise in my last video, so hopefully everybody watching this one has already watched the previous one. I think I was listening to Diablo lore or something. I'm gonna do my best to get rid of that. If you can't hear it, that's great. If you can, try to ignore it. Also, about this time, I tried to edit in some of the pictures of the items that I'm using, my gear. So hopefully that's here somewhere. I think this is the video where I got my favorite spawn. Yes. Okay, so this is my very favorite spawn. The ring isn't too bad. I have a good bit of time to work with. And I normally check that opposite corner there to see if there's somebody. I already heard him, but I know that there is another player over there. I'm in my mini-boss set, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I found that blue windless crossbow, and I'm pretty sure that same crossbow I wound up using a few days later. It was a +2/+2 kind of crossbow. I think that was the one. Checking over there, it looks like whoever was there already ran away. It was a bard, and he just went through that door. So the reason that I like this spawn so much is because you have that item on the table, and that item on the table is typically a blue quality item, typically a pretty good one. And also having access to these bats is a good way to get good loot, candy, just general utility type stuff that's super nice to have around. Now, also in this room, there's a lot of treasure, like the collectibles just laying around. Yes, the +3/+3. I wound up using that later on, I think. Not right now, but later on. So here I am checking, and I see him. It's a 0 gear bard. So I'm not worried about him. If he tries to fight me, I know that I can beat him. If he doesn't try to fight me, I'm just gonna let him play me. There's no sense in killing him really. The only point proposing is if later on we have to fight over a portal, but that doesn't end up happening. This is the game where I had plenty of escape attempts, and so it was okay. I didn't have to worry about it. Also, last playtest, I didn't loot goblins and just general trash mobs very often, and I didn't realize how much I was missing out on loot by just simply not doing that. That's super tanky. I don't exactly know what all the bats can drop. They seem to have like a 50-50 ratio at dropping something pretty valuable and then something pretty much worthless. Now, oh, see that guy. I don't intend on being friends with anybody this early, but I'm not going to actively pursue somebody. It's just a little bit too early. I'd rather not take damage I don't have to take. Just not a very good move. And I'm not seeing a whole lot in here. So now it's time to get closer to the circle, and that bard is stuck here. So I'm not going to go towards that bard. I may run into him later, and we'll see. Not too keen on fighting him this early. Sounds like somebody just got killed, so barbarian in the game. You can tell a good bit about the sounds and where things are. It's kind of dicey sometimes. Like some stuff sounds farther away, and sometimes it's not. That's the same barbarian. And then I assume the other player there probably lagged out or AFK or however referring to players that log in and then can't do anything. And this guy didn't have anything super crazy on him. Now, I saw the thing on the ground. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but I don't know that I picked it up. He had some basic gear. Nothing crazy, but the chest armor might have been worth something in the trade house. So, maybe I should have picked that up. But we're down 4 players. And then I'm comfortable in this row. I'm good here. So I do see that rogue, and I'm pretending not to see him. My plan, if he's not trying to attack me, if I can just get an easy headshot on him, that'd be great. I think that he thinks I don't see him, and it's about that time that I think he realizes that I saw him. That's why he moved. I only hit him in the leg, and oh, that might have been the same bard. Don't know what he was, but he is off somewhere. Not sure where he went. So the appeal to clearing out as many of these mobs as I can while I can is so that in the off chance I get attacked by a player, I don't have to worry about ads. If you're fighting ads and another player, you're at a pretty big disadvantage. So it's typically safer to get rid of as many of the ads as possible and then worry about the player. So I hear that one guy just took a portal, meaning there's 5 people left. No good loot here. That dagger could have been worth something if I had a set for it, but not too worried about it. And I think for the rest of the game I run into one more player. It's a decently geared cleric. That cleric should pop up here in a minute. I consider going down to that hole because I know there's a guy down there, but I wind up not doing that, and that's probably for the best. I didn't know it at this time, but I think I find both portal spawns that are remaining, so it would have been a pretty bad idea. This playtest, I think it was a time or 2 where I just couldn't find a spawn and wound up dying to that. And that might be the actual worst way to die, because there's no way around it. If you just can't find a portal, then you're just done, and it's stuck. Boxes typically pretty solid loot. That's a good example of pretty solid loot. Now I hear this guy coming and I know he's a cleric. So I get that one shot on him, and that's probably about when I realize that he's very outclassed. I'll see if I can go for the easy kill. He was very low. If I would have followed him, I probably could have gotten him. But I got aggro with my excuse, and so I'm already in a pretty bad situation right here. Sounds like he got me through the door, so if I would have went through this door on my left, I maybe could have found it. So right here, we got 2 outlaws. Look at them both up. Like usual, I'm not trying to kill other players, they're weaker. So, at least I can take one with and we can both. It just keeps the overall fun of the game up. I have plenty of bolts here, so I really don't need those. And that same cleric, I believe, just died. So I'm pretty confident at this point that I might be the last guy in the dungeon. If I can find his body, I definitely want what's on it. But I took the wrong route. If I would have went the other way, I maybe would have found his body. But going around this way, I don't find anything. And the dark is just too dark. I don't have a whole lot of time. So I'm not going to get greedy. I'm not going to go hunting for his corpse. It's just not worth it right now. Found a surge kit. Those are always super nice. But I'm just going to take my out. And then... So overall, finding the surge kit is a pretty big bonus. Finding the crossbow was super nice, but not terribly useful. I used to really like the windlass crossbows, but not so much anymore. Overall, decent profit, and some decent items, and that's all for this time. Thank you all for watching.